was your observation between those years during towards the end of Mahathir's tenure, the fourth, and then Badawi, and then Najib, but from a Sarawakian perspective, during that era, what was Sarawak going through from your observations?
During that era, after Tun Rahman's death, they were comfortable because type is with Najib, with Mahathir, and with Pak Allah. And Pak Allah, Mahathir, and Najib cannot simply kick type out or pressure type, because type controls first the board. Two, he is untouchable, although he is very corrupt. He walloped almost every inch of the land in Sarawak. Who dare to do so say, because he got authority. You come back, I stop you from coming in, because this is the immigration law which we have agreed before joining Malaysia, one of the terms. And the land are all state land, state owned. So type is the king. And now he is the king of kings. So that is the issue. See, Adnan is upset. Adnan has the brand, but he has no IBAN support. Abang Johari has no brand. He has some IBAN and Malay support, but no Melanau support. That is the one. And then, now he is groping. He formed a party which needs a compass, GPS.
Yeah. You did come back in 2011 from your writings in 2011, 2012, your blogs. You very much were on the attack, and then you yourself went in as an independent in 2011 against Thai Balingian. What was the decision to do that? Was it through? Actually, I'll let you answer that. What was the decision to go out and do that?
One of the reasons is I want to make sure that if I fought type, I want to make sure that he win uncontested. I withdraw that day. Unfortunately, my game plan was detected by Hafsah Harun, and I spoke to Noriza and Tian Chua. They wouldn't allow let me stand against type because Dato Hafsah Harun says, this fellow, he will withdraw, he will let type win. So they dictate my intention.
Why did you want to do that?
I want to make sure that the Melanau community will still hold. Much I hate type as a person, but I still believe my community is more important in political struggle than yourself.
Okay, so because a lot of it, people were saying it's all sandiwara, it was theatrics, which was at the end found out. Did that damage your reputation in terms of within the political circle?
I don't think so, as of now, because almost every day now there are a lot of my Iban friends and so on ask me, come back, lead us, he said. I said, I'm all of this. They said, no, Mahathir is 92, you're already 70 something. Okay, I said, make sure you get all the gangs set up right correctly in all the state seats, at least 40. I said, I want 10 Melanau seats, 30 Iban, Orang Ulu and Badayu seats, enough for us to go for another round. The last day of Pompey, 1.5 years from now.
This is the state elections?
Yeah.
Okay, so when PRU 14 happened on the 9th of May, you had been talking about the day could have happened in PR 13. What were your exact feelings at the time when the tumbling of seats, especially in Sarawak?
Oh, that one I correctly predicted, almost to the point. I told those guys there, I may be in Kuala Lumpur, but I call the ground every night. I said, these are the feedback. Very correct. And this is a political experience which not many people know. By sitting in Kuala Lumpur, you know what is on the ground. Because you have been in all those places, and the mentality of the people is still there. They said, oh, we don't need money. We need spirit and change. You forget about it. I said, okay, look at Sang Siwa San. I spoke to him. I spoke to Joseph Salang. Because I know both of them very well. But Joseph Sang Siwa stays in my office during his heydays. So he used money. Sang Siwa San is the son-in-law of Ting Peking. Ting Peking, a lot of money. Siwa San, a lot of money. They spent $500 for both. One of my Iban friend mentioned $500 they pay. So how can you deny that you don't use money? This is where Najib says money is king, but he used different king for the influence of money. But this one is a direct influence to the voters. The Iban are still like that. Melana also like that.
So basically, like you said, you knew what was on the ground. What was the mistake of the government at the time, of Abang Johari's?
Abang Johari is inactive. He tried to be a nice man, but he didn't make any move. Either to antagonize a community or to make them like you. He's a Mr. Nice Man. This is what Abang Johari is. Being traditional Malay aristocrat, born with a silver spoon like him, so they want to play safe. After all, he has been there waiting for the ship to be given to him, and he got it out of default through the death of Adnan Satem. If the PBB is allowed to fight a free fight, I don't think he will win. Awang Tengah will win because Awang Tengah got the money and he knows how to use money. Unfortunately, Awang Tengah community is small. It's pro Brunei, only one or two. But like Babu Bian is a shining star. He's an Orang Ulu community, only 3 seats. He managed to go transfer his seat to Selangor Ulu Muka and won. Because he works together with that Iban minister.
So this is the problem that I think most Peninsula or West Malaysian don't understand, is the I suppose the word would be the bond between communities within the state, which you don't really have much here in this side of the country. How important is that moving forward for whoever will be in charge
in Sarawak? Depend on the upstairs of the leader in Sarawak lah. If the leaders upstairs in Sarawak is weak, the upstairs here is weak, no matter what community bonds, cultural bonds, or religious bonds it is, Sarawak will still be as it is today. Moreover, when Anwar come into power, he will be more aggressive than Mahathir, and he believes in patronage, political patronage and friendship than Mahathir. But Mahathir is trying to get out of the past policy by imparting a lot of new political faces and trying to improve the number of his own political party, which is 12, to increase the one by trying to get Sarawak, and is trying to offer the bed for Sarawak so that he'll get more support. He's also scared of UMNO.
Taking away the Malay votes.
The Malays. But unfortunately, people like Barubian and many others oppose internally, including the Malay in Pakatan, in PKR, also oppose his move. Because if he allows GPS to come in, where will be the seat for the Malays in Sarawak to fight? In other words, you are a hypocrite. While you go and kill Najib for non-corrupt practices, Sarawak also non-corrupt practices, you get time escape from the one. So these are the selling point at the moment in Sarawak. But the major selling point in Sarawak now is they want an Iban to be the chief minister in Sarawak. That's all. So you want to survive, you have to follow the Iban. But if you know, if your upstairs is strong, you can also manipulate the Iban that time. Because most of the Iban that call me now, they are all qualified, senior civil servant, but no political cunningness. They don't have this one.